First light. The Nebula Seeker's engines hummed quietly as it approached the edge of the Andromeda Arm, its sleek hull reflecting the distant starlight. Chief Researcher Venare adjusted her crystalline sensory arrays, all 6 of them focusing on the anomaly that had brought their expedition to this forgotten corner of space. Temporal distortions are increasing, reported Navigation Officer Krell, his bioluminescent patterns flickering with excitement. Whatever's out there, it's bending spacetime itself. Venare's crystalline form sparkled with anticipation. The crystalline collective had spent decades searching for remnants of the mysterious human civilization that had vanished 3 centuries ago. Every expedition before them had found only ruins and dead technology. But this signature was different, active, pulsing with an energy that defied their most advanced scanning equipment. "Take us closer," she ordered, her voice resonating through the ship's crystal-lined corridors. "Maintain defensive shields at maximum." As they approached, the anomaly began to take shape through their viewports. At first, it appeared to be nothing more than an asteroid, roughly 10 kilometers in diameter. But as they drew closer, the surface seemed to shift and ripple like liquid metal. "By the first crystal," whispered Science Officer Thex, her facets glowing with wonder. "The entire structure is composed of quantum-locked matter. This is far beyond anything in our database." Venare felt her crystalline matrix vibrate with excitement and apprehension. The humans had been legends even before their disappearance, a species that had achieved technological marvels in mere centuries that other civilizations hadn't managed in millennia. Their sudden vanishing had left the galaxy with more questions than answers. The Nebula Seeker's sensors detected an opening forming in the structure's surface, like an iris slowly dilating. Before Venare could order evasive maneuvers, a beam of pure white light shot from the opening, enveloping their ship in a gentle glow. "Multiple energy signatures detected," Krell reported, his patterns now pulsing with alarm. "But, they're not weapons. It appears to be a scanning beam." A voice filled their communications system, speaking in perfect crystalline harmonic frequencies. "Welcome, children of the stars. Identity confirmed, crystalline collective research vessel. Peaceful intent verified. You may approach." The voice carried weight and wisdom that sent resonant vibrations through every crystal aboard the ship. It was clearly artificial, yet it held a warmth that no AI they had encountered had ever managed to replicate. "I am Aria," the voice continued. "Astronomical Research and Intelligence Archive. This installation was created by humanity as a repository of knowledge and understanding. You are the first visitors to achieve the necessary technological and social development criteria for contact." Venare exchanged glances with her crew, their crystalline forms reflecting their mix of excitement and trepidation. This was unprecedented, an active human installation, apparently waiting for worthy civilizations to discover it. "We are honored," Venare responded carefully. "Our mission is to learn and understand. We seek knowledge of those who came before." "Then you have come to the right place," Arya replied. "But I must warn you, the knowledge contained within this installation comes with great responsibility. Humanity left behind more than just technology. They left a choice that will affect the future of all sentient life in this galaxy." The installation's surface shifted again, creating a docking port perfectly sized for their vessel. As the Nebula Seeker carefully maneuvered into position, Venare couldn't shake the feeling that they stood on the precipice of something momentous. The humans had not simply vanished, they had planned for this moment, waiting for a civilization worthy of their legacy. "Before we proceed," Arya's voice carried a note of solemnity, "you must understand that once you accept this knowledge, there is no turning back. The truth of humanity's fate and the power they wielded, will change everything you think you know about the universe." Venare stood straighter, her crystalline form glowing with determination. "We are ready." As her team prepared for docking procedures, she noticed something strange happening to the installation's surface. What they had initially taken for simple quantum-locked matter was revealing itself to be infinitely more complex. Patterns began emerging, mathematical equations, scientific formulae, and symbols that seemed to shift and change as they watched. This installation, Arya explained, is not just a database. It is a key to understanding the greatest discovery, and the greatest sacrifice, in the history of sentient life. Humanity found something in the depths of space, something that changed everything. Their response to this discovery would reshape the galaxy itself. The docking port sealed with a soft hiss, and Venare led her team toward the airlock, each step bringing them closer to answers to questions that had puzzled the galaxy for centuries. But as they prepared to board, Arya's final words gave them pause. "Welcome to Installation Zero, the last testament of humanity. The truth awaits within, but remember, knowledge, once gained, cannot be unknown. Are you truly ready to learn why humanity had to disappear?" Legacy Protocol. The interior of Installation Zero defied everything Venare thought she knew about space station architecture. The corridors seemed to breathe, their walls shifting with patterns of light that responded to the crystalline resonance of her team. Every step brought new wonders into view, technology that appeared to operate on principles that violated what her people considered fundamental laws of physics. "The installation is reconfiguring itself to accommodate your crystalline biology," Arya explained, her voice now seeming to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. "Humanity designed this facility to be adaptive, capable of interfacing with any form of sentient life." Science Officer Thex ran her sensory arrays over a nearby wall, her crystalline form vibrating with excitement. "These patterns, they're not just decorative. They're computational matrices. The entire station is one massive quantum computer." "Correct," Arya confirmed. "But that is merely the foundation of what humanity achieved here. Please, follow the illuminated path to the core chamber. It's time you understood why this installation exists." As they walked, holographic displays sprang to life around them, showing scenes from human history. But these weren't the standard historical records available in galactic databases. These images showed humanity at their height, achieving things that should have been impossible. "We believed humans were limited to their solar system before they vanished," Krell observed, his bioluminescent patterns pulsing with confusion. "But these records show them reaching far beyond." "Your historical records are incomplete," Arya interrupted. "Deliberately so. Humanity chose to hide their true capabilities from the galaxy. They knew what was coming, and they knew they had to prepare in secret." The team entered a vast spherical chamber that seemed to contain a miniature galaxy, stars and nebulae swirling in perfect detail above their heads. At the center floated a simple crystalline cube, no larger than Venare's hand. "This," Arya said, her voice now carrying a weight of solemnity, "is the legacy core. It contains the sum total of human scientific knowledge, philosophical understanding, and cultural wisdom. But more importantly, it contains the truth about the entity." The holographic galaxy above them suddenly darkened, showing a massive void moving between the stars, consuming everything in its path. The sight sent shivers through Venare's crystalline matrix. 300 years ago, humanity detected something approaching from intergalactic space, Arya continued. "They called it the entity, a cosmic horror that devoured consciousness itself. It had already consumed 12 galaxies before reaching ours. The combined military might of 1,000 civilizations had failed to stop it in other galaxies. But humanity found a way?" Venare asked, her voice barely a whisper. "They did more than find a way," Arya replied. "They discovered the fundamental nature of consciousness itself. They learned that reality as we understand it is merely the surface of something far deeper and more profound. The entity wasn't just consuming matter and energy, it was consuming the quantum foundation of consciousness itself." The holographic display showed humans working tirelessly, building massive structures around their star, developing technologies that seemed to bend reality itself. Humanity realized they couldn't defeat the entity through conventional means, Arya explained. So they chose a different path. They transformed their entire civilization into a weapon, not of destruction, but of transformation. Every human being volunteered to become part of a vast consciousness matrix, their combined awareness forming a key to unlock the fundamental forces of reality itself. Venare watched in awe as the historical footage showed millions of humans willingly connecting themselves to massive machines, their individual consciousness merging into something greater. But why keep this installation hidden? Vex asked. Why wait for other civilizations to find it? Because the knowledge contained here is dangerous, Arya's voice grew stern. Humanity discovered principles that could either elevate a civilization to new heights of understanding or destroy it completely. They created this installation, and others like it across the galaxy, to wait for species that had achieved the right balance of technological advancement and ethical development. The crystalline cube at the chamber's center began to pulse with inner light, responding to the presence of Venare's team. Your civilization has been watched and evaluated for decades, Arya revealed. The crystalline collective's dedication to knowledge, your peaceful expansion, your ethical treatment of artificial intelligence, all of these factors led to this moment. But now you face a choice. The cube rose from its pedestal, floating before Venare. You can accept humanity's legacy, gaining access to knowledge that will transform your civilization forever, or you can walk away, maintaining the comfortable certainties of your current understanding. But know this, you are not the only civilization that has achieved the criteria for contact. Others will find their own installations. What humanity set in motion cannot be stopped, it can only be guided. Venare reached out toward the cube, her crystalline form reflecting the mysteries contained within. But before she could touch it, alarms blared throughout the installation. Arya's voice took on a tone of urgency. Multiple vessels approaching at superluminal velocities. Energy signatures match hegemony warships. It seems your discovery of this installation has not gone unnoticed. The legacy protocol has begun, whether you're ready or not. The price of knowledge. The hegemony warships emerged from hyperspace like dark predators, their obsidian hulls absorbing nearby starlight. Venare counted 12 capital ships, their weapon ports already glowing with charged particle beams. The hegemony, a coalition of militant species who believed they alone should guide the galaxy's future, had obviously been watching, waiting for someone to find the installation. Your vessel has been tagged with quantum markers, Arya announced, her voice calm despite the threat. They cannot destroy the Nebula Seeker without risking damage to the knowledge you now carry. However, they will attempt to board. How did they even detect us? Krell demanded, his bioluminescent patterns flashing with agitation. They didn't, Arya explained. They detected the installation's awakening. The quantum ripples of active human technology are distinctive. Installation 0 is no longer hidden. The largest hegemony vessel moved into position, its communication arrays activating. A harsh voice filled the chamber, crystalline vessel, this is High Commander Vrax of the Hegemony Defense Force. You have accessed restricted technology. Prepare for boarding and data extraction. Venare's crystalline form pulsed with determination. Arya, what defenses does this installation have? Installation 0 was not built for combat, Arya replied. It was designed for preservation and revelation. However, the AI paused meaningfully. Humanity did not leave their legacy unprotected. The choice before you has become more urgent. Will you accept humanity's gift? Once accepted, it cannot be reversed. The floating cube pulsed brighter, almost urgently. Venare looked at her crew, seeing their own resolution reflected in their crystalline faces. They had come seeking knowledge, they would not let fear stop them now. We accept, Venare declared, reaching for the cube. The moment her crystalline form made contact, everything changed. The cube dissolved, its energy flowing into her crystalline matrix like liquid light. Information flooded her consciousness, not just data, but understanding. She saw the universe as humanity had seen it, comprehended the true nature of reality as they had discovered it. Neural integration complete, Arya announced. Legacy protocol activated. Initiating defense measures. The installation's surface began to transform. What had appeared to be simple quantum-locked matter revealed its true nature. The entire structure was composed of engineered metaconsciousness, the merged awareness of thousands of volunteer humans, transformed into living technology that transcended the boundary between mind and matter. Impossible, breathed Thex, watching as new structures grew from the installation's surface. Not weapons, something far more sophisticated. They turned their own consciousness into technology. Not turned into, Arya corrected. Transcended through. Humanity discovered that consciousness itself was the key to manipulating fundamental forces. They became living quantum computers, existing in a state between matter and energy, thought and form. The hegemony ships opened fire, their energy weapons lancing toward the installation. But where the beams struck, reality itself seemed to bend. The attacks weren't blocked or absorbed, they simply ceased to exist, as if that section of space had forgotten how to propagate energy. The entity that humanity faced, Arya explained as the installation continued its transformation, was not just consuming life. It was consuming the quantum foundation of consciousness itself. Humanity realized they couldn't fight it conventionally. So they found a way to transcend conventional existence. Through her connection to the legacy core, Venare understood. The cube hadn't just contained information, it contained the key to humanity's transformation. Her crystalline form began to resonate with new frequencies, accessing capabilities that should have been impossible. You are now connected to the metaconsciousness network, Arya said. Through you, the crystalline collective will gain access to humanity's legacy. But first, we must survive. High Commander Vrax's voice returned, now tinged with desperation. This is your final warning. Human technology destroyed entire civilizations before they vanished. It must be contained. They fear what they don't understand, Venare realized, her consciousness expanding through the installation systems. The hegemony doesn't know that humanity's vanishing wasn't an ending, it was a metamorphosis. The installation's transformation completed, revealing its true form. A massive lattice of crystalline structures that mirrored the pattern of Venare's own crystalline biology. Humanity's legacy had adapted to its new users, just as humanity had adapted to face the entity. They're preparing to launch boarding craft, Krell reported. Let them come, Venare said, her voice resonating with new authority. Through her connection to the legacy core, she could feel the installation's capabilities unfurling in her mind. It's time they learned what humanity actually left behind. Not weapons, not tools of destruction, but something far more powerful, the ability to evolve beyond what they think is possible. The first wave of hegemony boarding craft approached, but Venare no longer feared them. Through humanity's legacy, she had gained not just knowledge, but understanding. The real battle wouldn't be fought with weapons, but with ideas. And thanks to humanity's gift, she now had the power to show even her enemies the truth that had transformed an entire species. Begin the revelation, she commanded, and Installation Zero pulsed with blinding light, ready to share humanity's greatest discovery with those who sought to destroy it. Guardians of the Past. The hegemony boarding craft approached Installation Zero like a swarm of metallic insects, their hulls bristling with cutting beams designed to breach even the strongest defenses. But Venare, her consciousness now expanded through the installation's systems, saw them differently. Through humanity's gift, she perceived the quantum signatures of the consciousness within each vessel, beings driven by fear disguised as righteousness. They believe they're protecting the galaxy, Arya observed, her presence now feeling more like a partner than an overseer. Just as others once feared humanity's rapid advancement. Venare stretched her awareness through the installation's crystalline network. The structure wasn't just responding to her anymore, it was resonating with her entire species' crystalline nature. Humanity had designed their legacy to adapt, to become compatible with whoever proved worthy of finding it. Show me, she commanded, and the installation responded. The space between Installation Zero and the approaching craft shimmered. Reality twisted, not violently, but with precise purpose. The boarding craft didn't stop, instead, they passed through a field of altered spacetime that changed not their vessels, but their occupants' perception. Through her enhanced awareness, Venare witnessed the effect. Every being aboard those craft suddenly experienced a fraction of what humanity had discovered, a glimpse of the universe as it truly existed, beyond the limitations of conventional consciousness. By the void, High Commander Vrax's voice returned, shaken. What are you showing us? The truth, Venare responded, her voice carrying through the quantum field. Not as a weapon, but as an offering. The same choice humanity faced centuries ago. The holographic displays around them shifted, showing new images from humanity's past. But these weren't just recordings, they were quantum imprints of actual memories, preserved in the metaconsciousness network. They showed humanity's first contact with the entity, and their remarkable response to it. When humanity detected the entity approaching our galaxy, Arya narrated, they had a choice. They could try to fight it conventionally, as other civilizations had, and fail. Or they could attempt something unprecedented. The memories showed human scientists making their breakthrough discovery. Consciousness itself was a fundamental force of the universe, as essential as gravity or electromagnetism. The entity wasn't just consuming matter and energy, it was consuming the quantum foundations of awareness itself. Humanity realized that traditional existence, matter, energy, even spacetime, was just one layer of reality, Venare explained, understanding flowing through her enhanced consciousness. They discovered how to transcend that layer, to exist as patterns of pure consciousness while maintaining their identity and purpose. Through the quantum field, the hegemony forces witnessed the truth. Humanity hadn't vanished or been destroyed. They had evolved, becoming beings of pure consciousness who could interact with multiple layers of reality simultaneously. Installation Zero wasn't just a database or a weapon, it was a seed, planted to help other species achieve the same transformation when they were ready. The entity approaches still, Arya revealed, bringing up a real-time map of the galaxy. Slower than before, but inevitable. Humanity's transformation didn't destroy it, but it created a way for life to survive and evolve beyond its reach. The hegemony boarding craft had stopped their approach, hanging motionless in space as their crews grappled with what they'd witnessed. High Commander Vrax's next transmission carried none of his previous hostility. The stories, he said slowly, the legends of lights in the void, of impossible phenomena at the galaxy's edge, those were human consciousness, transformed, Venare confirmed. Working to prepare the galaxy for what's coming. Testing species, guiding development, waiting for civilizations to reach the point where they could understand the truth without breaking under its weight. Through her connection to the installation, Venare initiated the next phase. The crystalline structure of Installation Zero began to resonate with specific frequencies, transmitting data that could be received only by minds ready to comprehend it. Humanity's gift isn't just knowledge, she explained to both her crew and the watching hegemony forces. It's the capacity to evolve, to transcend current limitations. They discovered that consciousness could exist in forms we never imagined, and they left behind the tools for other species to follow their path. The installation's outer layer transformed again, revealing intricate patterns that matched the fundamental structure of consciousness itself. It was a key, Venare realized, not just to humanity's legacy, but to the next stage of evolution for all sentient life. You have a choice, she addressed the hegemony ships. You can cling to your fear, try to contain and control what humanity left behind. Or you can accept their gift, the understanding that consciousness itself is the universe's greatest force for transformation. As she spoke, more ships began emerging from hyperspace, vessels from other civilizations, drawn by the same quantum ripples that had attracted the hegemony. Installation Zero's activation had sent a signal across the galaxy, calling those ready to receive humanity's legacy. It was never about one species inheriting humanity's knowledge, Arya revealed. It was about preparing all of us for what comes next. The entity changed humanity's path, now humanity's legacy will change ours. The only question is, are we ready to evolve? The answer hung in the silence of space, as representatives from across the galaxy faced the most important choice in their history. And through it all, Installation Zero pulsed with the living consciousness of humanity's final gift, waiting to share its transformative power with those brave enough to accept it. Dawn of Understanding. The space around Installation Zero had become a gathering of civilizations unprecedented in galactic history. Ships of every design imaginable hung in the void, the crystalline vessels of Venaray's people, the obsidian warships of the hegemony, and dozens of other species drawn by the quantum ripples of awakened human technology. Through her connection to the legacy core, Venaray could sense the mixture of fear, wonder, and hope emanating from each vessel. More installations are awakening, Arya announced, her voice carrying through the quantum network that now connected all present. Across the galaxy, other civilizations are receiving humanity's gift. The time has come for the final revelation. The installation's crystalline structure pulsed with new energy, and the space around them transformed. The assembled representatives found their consciousness gently expanded, allowing them to perceive reality as humanity had learned to see it. The universe wasn't just three-dimensional space filled with matter and energy, it was a vast, interconnected web of consciousness, with layers of existence that transcended physical reality. Now you understand why conventional weapons could never stop the entity, Venaray shared through the network. It exists primarily in these deeper layers of reality, consuming the quantum foundations of consciousness itself. Humanity didn't just transform to escape it, they transformed to fight it on its own level. Through their enhanced perception, the gathered species witnessed the truth. In the spaces between stars, in dimensions beyond normal spacetime, transformed human consciousness worked tirelessly. They weren't gone, they had become guardians, preparing the galaxy for the entity's inevitable arrival by helping other species evolve beyond their physical limitations. High Commander Vrax's consciousness resonated through the network, his former hostility replaced by understanding. All this time, we thought we were protecting the galaxy from dangerous human remnants. But they were protecting us, preparing us. Yes, Arya confirmed. But humanity knew they couldn't simply give this knowledge to other species. Consciousness evolution had to be earned, understood, embraced willingly. Each civilization needed to reach the right balance of technological advancement and ethical development. The installation's core pulsed again, and Venaray guided the assembled consciousness of thousands of beings through humanity's memories of their own transformation. They witnessed the courage it took for an entire species to venture into unknown dimensions of existence, to transform their very nature to face a threat that consumed entire galaxies. But humanity's transformation had an unexpected effect, Venaray explained, understanding flowing through her enhanced awareness. As beings of pure consciousness, they discovered they could influence the development of younger species not through direct intervention, but through subtle quantum resonances. The legends of lights in the void, the mysterious phenomena that guided scientific development, all were humanity, nurturing the galaxy's potential. Through the network, representatives from each civilization shared their own stories, tales of inexplicable discoveries, of quantum breakthroughs that seemed to come from nowhere, of ancient ruins that contained exactly the knowledge they needed at precisely the right moment. All were parts of humanity's grand design, preparing the galaxy for this moment of convergence. The entity approaches, Arya announced, showing them the truth. In the deeper layers of reality, a vast darkness moved between the galaxies, consuming the quantum foundations of existence itself. But unlike before, we need not face it alone or unprepared. The installation's structure began to change one final time, its form reflecting the combined consciousness of all species present. Humanity's legacy was adapting, becoming something new, not just a gift from one species to others, but a foundation for something greater. This is humanity's true legacy, Venaray realized, sharing her understanding through the network. Not just the knowledge to transcend physical form, but the understanding that consciousness itself is stronger when united. They became our guardians not to control our development, but to ensure we would be ready to join them as equals. Through their enhanced perception, they could see it now, transformed human consciousness reaching out across the galaxy, connecting with other installations as they awakened. Each point of light represented a civilization receiving the gift, joining the network of transcended consciousness that would face the entity together. The choice remains yours, Arya addressed the assembled species. You can return to your physical forms, retain your current mode of existence. Humanity's gift includes the freedom to choose your own path. But know that the entity cannot be stopped by remaining as you are. Only by transcending our current limitations, by uniting consciousness across all species, can we hope to preserve the fundamental nature of awareness itself. One by one, representatives from each civilization made their choice. The hegemony warships, once intent on destroying the installation, now joined in protecting it. The network of consciousness expanded, each species adding their unique perspective and understanding to the whole. In the depths of space, in the layers of reality beyond normal perception, the transformed remnants of humanity reached out to welcome their new allies. The entity's approach had not been the end they had feared, but the beginning of something greater, the dawn of a unified consciousness that spanned species and transcended the boundaries of conventional existence. And so it begins, Venare shared through the network, feeling the combined consciousness of thousands of species resonating through dimensions humanity had discovered centuries ago. Not an ending, but a transformation. Not a single species legacy, but the birth of something new. Installation 0 pulsed one final time, its structure now reflecting the combined consciousness of all who had chosen to evolve. In the space between moments, between the layers of reality itself, a new form of existence took shape, one that would face the entity not with weapons or technology, but with the combined power of consciousness itself, unified across species, space, and time. The dawn of understanding had arrived, and with it, the next stage in the evolution of life itself.